Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house, bringing another great edition of Nexuiz for me to you, because that's what I do. So, if you haven't heard, there's a new game out, new first-person Twitch shooter on the arcade, Xbox Live Arcade, and yes, something new to play. It's not new as far as like the idea. But as far as like, Twitch shooting people, I like games that are based on, your ability to use a joystick. I mean, obviously you look at the HUD here, there's no mini-map, there's no kill streaks, just good old-fashioned, gun gameplay with some, other people that like to do the same thing that you do. So, you want to know about the game. So here's the situation. The game's about 800 points, 800 Microsoft points on Xbox Live. That's about like $10. So what are you getting? What are the pros and cons for your $10 if you're a first-person shooter aficionado? So why would you buy this game, and why wouldn't you buy this game? So I'm going to tell you why you would buy this game. And then I'll tell you why you wouldn't buy this game. And then you can decide on your own. And also it does have a trial. Every arcade game has to have a trial. That's just the way Microsoft works. So 800 Microsoft points, this is what you get. You get from the publisher THQ that went out and found somebody who had designed the game using the Cry 3 engine. Which I don't understand. Like, why would you go back and try to make like a Unreal Championship / Quake game? I mean, I think it's already came and went. You know what I mean? Like, there's no innovation there. I mean, there's generations that are displaced from it, and then like the new generations that sees it, they're like, yeah, it's pretty cool. But you don't have grenades. It's straight up gun battle, which is cool. The maps are cool, and the Cry 3 engine, gives all that goodies to the game. And there's a lot of eye candy, so you get a lot of eye candy. There's a lot of dexterity and principle in the game mode, which is cool. Couple twists and some new stuff that they've added to the Unreal style of gameplay. Now, I appreciate the maps. I really do appreciate the maps, the way they look. The water, the grass, the greenery. So you got the eye candy. You got a plethora of weapons. You got the mortar. You got the sniper rifle. You got the laser cannon type rifle. You got the shotgun. You have all the things in there that you would want in a shooter. It's first-person shooter. You have all these, instead of having perks and streaks, you get what are called mutations. And mutations are around the map. You just have to find them. And then once you find them, then you can activate them. There's about 100 mutations for you and your team to use, so it's pretty cool. Now, as far as the gameplay, it's very fluid. You got a horizontal, vertical adjustments. You can jump, and you don't need to run. It's automatically built into it. The mutations for jetpacks, jumping, and so on and so forth, kind of broke it down like that. So it's available in that sense. And then you have like these tractor beams, or like whatever, not tractor beams, but push fields that like push you like right here. They push you to certain areas. And once you learn the map, it's pretty cool. You can fall off the map, which I like. So it lends to a lot more of a, you gotta have the skills to pay the bills type of joystick to win the game. So I like that aspect. Those are the pros. I mean, you have a leaderboard, you have great graphics, you have great gameplay, you have great maps. I mean, those are all the pros to this game as a first-person shooter. Now, here comes the cons. This is the reason probably why you wouldn't buy the game. Now, you probably wouldn't buy the game because, for one, it's a multiplayer game only. the multiplayer game only, if that is the case and that's, you know, what you're paying for, then, you know, obviously those things should work. In this game, you have the max that you can get is 4 versus 4, and it's very hard to get a game right at this moment in time. Now, I'm assuming that that's going to be patched. If they patched that up, it would be great. I wouldn't really have any complaints. But here's a lot of issues with the lobby. You have to wait between 5 and 10 minutes, so you're sitting in there wasting your time just looking at a screen for 5 to 10 minutes, which I do not enjoy. Once everybody's in the room, you know, it doesn't automatically separate the teams to where, you know, they're even. So you'll wind up like you waited 5 to 10 minutes plus in a room, and then it starts and it's like 4 versus 1, 3 versus 1, and then the guy that's on the other team gets killed a couple times and he leaves the game, and then the game wants to restart or wants to ask you, do you want to pick another map? I'm like, no. So then you have to leave, and then you try to find another room, and it's impossible. So, is the value there? I mean, the value is there. Is it just things that they need to fix? Yes. The matchmaking, the lobby, there's not even an adjustment if somebody leaves the game room early, and it won't adjust, and nobody can come in mid-game. So those are a lot of, like, you know, things I'm scratching my head, like, you know, you put all this hard work into the game, like, you know, great graphics, the Cry 3 engine, and you want to deliver a great product no matter where it's at, whether it be on the arcade or not. And without a single player mode, I mean, you think you want to get the multiplayer right. So those are important things. Now, I do like the little twitch shooter where you can, like, turn really fast, you know, if somebody's behind you. I do like that. You can set your own buttons to how that's, you know, best suits your gaming style, whether you play the claw or just default or standard or whatever it is. I mean, that's pretty cool. So overall, I like the game. See right there, you can see how fast I can switch over and then shoot the guy. That's actually a keystroke in the controller, so that is awesome. I actually enjoyed that. Now, the turn on key, I get turned on button. So anyways, it is coming out for the PS3, and I don't know when it's coming out, if it is out for the PC, but overall, I mean, I would have took the Cry 3 engine. It probably did like sandboxes of BF3 and Call of Duty 4 or whatever, you know, and used this great graphics to, you know, make a better, you know, I mean, when you look at something like this, you realize that you can get a Call of Duty type game in the arcade with the Cry 3 engine, which is amazing, you know. So if somebody comes along and does that, it's going to be a huge hit. The sad thing about this game is that, you know, it's just that nobody knows about it. They did a big contest with Machinima and they tried to promote it, which was, you know, pretty cool. But you know, it's a bygone era of Quake style gaming, and what's the other game? Unreal Championship. I think people are just looking for that easy game, and so I would have to give this game a nice, probably like 6 out of 10. Now, the reason I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 is because, for one, it's cheap. 2, it's got great playability. The reason why the score is low is because the online service is below par. You know, you're not going to get into a game. You just can't jump in and out of games. You have to wait in lobbies. It's just, we don't live in that type of society to be waiting that long. Especially with a fun game like this, it's made directly for multiplayer. Now, if they fix the multiplayer, I think that, you know, I would have to raise this up to probably like an 8. Just because, you know, it's actually a better version of Unreal and all the other games. That's my opinion, but that's how I feel about it. If they could do it, then they can do it. If not, you know, it's no sweat. I'm not worried about it. I enjoyed playing it when I did, and I'm not probably gonna post any more videos of it until they fix that situation where You know, I don't have to sit there and wait in the lobby. I got better things to do with my time than wait 5 or 10 minutes in the dashboard for waiting. Not in the dashboard, but waiting in the lobby. You know, for other players to join, and then have the thing try to figure out if it's gonna, you know, accept these people. It's matchmaking is not up to par. So I think that's just a growing pains for this guy or whoever made this game, or how many people made this game. I think they're lacking that part in their department. But you know, as far as like their gameplay, you know, that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's new, it's different twist. It's kind of like maybe an Outdoors Gears of War in first person. Should have been, maybe. But if you get a chance, you can play it for free on the trial for the dashboard. And if you can get a game, you know, check it out for yourself and come back in the comments and tell me what you think. Or do you just hate these Unreal Quake-style games? I mean, do you think it's just like it had its time and it's done? And you know, maybe they need to be concentrating on making a better first-person shooter than what's out there now as far as like modern military games are concerned. You let me know. I mean, I think this is if I were to release this game, you know, this is the perfect time to release it. It is a springtime game. It's probably like where you get to the point where you get tired of playing Call of Duty and you're looking for that one game that you're like, oh, you know, just something to do, and it's not really that much, and it's like 800 Microsoft points. Well, this is the game for you. So all these guys left. I think I went like 28-4. I don't know. But it was pretty cool. Enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or anything else that I didn't cover, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Until next time, it's your boy Fist, bringing it to you like I do. Until next time, peace! And I'm out. Ooh, that was fun. Got the superpowers on. Yep, game over. They left.